Similar with keys. Everyone going through something. No peace, say only me get something for my head. As long as my heart is pumping, just believe say joy is coming in the morning. Ṣùgbọ́n lónìí, alàgbà o, ẹjọ́ ẹ ṣàdúrà fún mi, pray for me. Make the work of my hand prosper anywhere where I go. Water make the seed start to grow. But until then, take it day by day. Shamara, when the storm is over, I go raise my shoulders. Power me like solar. Mola jamola, amara la kova, alafia yoga. Until then, I take it day by day.
Opportunity show up every day. Go get that money, go get that pay. When things are bad or when things are shaky, my pain no come back face. Stand up, till we report. Only bush a jet, but you can't give up. Okay. On my neck is diamond. I want them to diamond. Say me cut down. On my wrist is a rose gold. I can get them go low. If I do that guy know the show love. I dey show love, but I dey keep my money low. Oh why? Uncle, sing it sala, can you quit?
Tomorrow, when the storm is over, I go raise my shoulders. Power me like solar. Mola jamola, amara la kova, alafia yoga. Until then, I take it day by day.
Hopefully I get to say, Mama, buy you out.
Hopefully one day, Papa buy you car.
Alafia tell me kuku, la
Bere fún oore ọ̀fẹ́ kádùúrà gbà ọ́.
Hey yo, big wave. Tell them I come. Small time alongside JW.
My bestie and your bestie sit down by the fire. Your bestie says she want parties, so can we make these flames go higher? Talking about hey now, hey now, hey now, hey now. I go, ane. Chucking more fina, anane. Chucking more fina, ane. Start my truck, let's all jump in. Here we go together. Nice cool breeze and big palm trees. I tell you, life don't get no better. Talking about hey now, hey now, hey now.
All right. Thank you so much, DJ, for that lovely song. Hello, beautiful people. You are welcome again to the Entrepreneurs Assembly. This is the largest entrepreneurial gathering in the whole of Africa. And yes, we are live. The Entrepreneurs Assembly is live. Please ensure to share out the invitations to our families, friends, and colleagues using the We Are Live message with the assembly link. Ensure to as well post on your status that we are live. And once again, permit me to welcome you to the Entrepreneurs Assembly, where your growth and success as an entrepreneur is priority, a place where we come together to learn, collaborate, and make strategic partnerships. Isn't it amazing that this is the 199th Assembly, Entrepreneurs Assembly? Wow, we are just one assembly to 200. I'm so proud of the Entrepreneurs Assembly, and I'm definitely grateful for this vision, and I'm sure you are too. And permit me to ask you if you would be here to celebrate this great milestone with us next week. Yes? Okay, yeah, great. Looking forward to seeing everyone. And right about now, we'll be watching a video on how to attend a Zoom meeting. For those who are joining us for the first time, this video helps us and puts us in check when attending a virtual meeting. Trust me, it is a good habit to pick up. So if you're in a good, comfortable space, do well to put on your camera, smile, and remain comfortable. Thank you.
How to attend an online video meeting. Number 1, always stay in the center of the screen. Your face should be in the middle of the screen, not at the top or at the bottom of the screen. Number 2, your camera should always be at face level, maintaining a distance of 30 centimeters or an arm length from the screen. Number 3, your lighting should always be in front of you, not behind you. Number 4, always use the landscape option when using the video call option on your phone. Number 5, your background should be simplistic with plain decor. This keeps the attention of the audience focused on you. Number 6, always make sure there are no moving objects or people behind you while you're in an active meeting. Number 7, always keep your camera on. It is considered unprofessional and in most gatherings unacceptable to leave your camera turned off. Number 8, remember to switch off your mic or mute it when not actively participating in a conversation or dialogue. Number 9, always check to make sure your name and company name appear on the window tab. Number 10, always try to be still. Avoid making too many movements or fidgeting during a meeting. Number 11, eating food or having a snack during a video session is considered rude and indecent. However, having a glass of water, tea, or coffee is acceptable. Number 12, when speaking, also try to maintain a normal tone or pitch. Never shout or speak erratically. Number 13, be on time and ready. Make sure you have everything set up 10 minutes ahead of the appointed time. Number 14, always look smart. Dress appropriately, you never know who's watching. Number 15, always let the team know when you're done speaking by indicating "I'm done" or "thank you." Number 16, do not exceed your time limit. Number 17, always have your pen and notepad ready so you can take down important points and highlights of the meeting. This is very important. Number 18, make sure all the necessary devices are functional and running, such as your mic, camera, speakers, and internet connection. Also check your device battery status to make sure they are fully charged. Number 19, always stay focused and attentive during the meeting. Avoid multitasking so you don't get yourself and others distracted. Number 20, most importantly, try to be yourself. Stay calm and smile. Thank you. This video was brought to you by Africa's Young Entrepreneurs, AYE, the largest entrepreneurship network in Africa.
All right, thank you. Welcome back, everyone. And thank you for admin. Thank you, admin, for that video. All right, it is that time of the assembly where we get to love up on people, individuals who are joining us on the assembly for the first time. So please, if you're here right now, I would like you, using the reaction button, I would like you to love up on individuals who are joining the Entrepreneurs Assembly for the first time. And all right, if you're joining us for the first time, this is the Entrepreneurs Assembly, and you're most welcome. Do well to put in the chat box who invited you so we can give the person a shout out. Remember, this is a community of like-minded entrepreneurs, business owners, professionals, and corporate leaders from different parts of the world. We come together every Saturday at 6 p.m. GMT +1 to connect, network, collaborate, build strategic relationships, and of course, to learn and grow together. This platform is powered by the Africa's Young Entrepreneurs Organization, AYE, and this is the foremost entrepreneurship organization in the whole of Africa. This organization believes so much in unity and collaboration, and that is why this platform was created. And also why our mantra, which is a part of the members' creed, also says, if you can achieve this much alone, how much more can we achieve together? Yes, we tend to chant this at the end of every assembly. So yeah, you should watch out for it. It is a call and a response. And the call is, if you can achieve this much alone, you respond by saying, how much more can we achieve together? Yeah, thank you, admin. Yeah, that hand you see put together symbolizes oneness, togetherness, and unity. And come to think of this, if you've gotten to this point all by yourself in your business, your career, your life, now imagine how far you would go with an organization like this. Yeah, to become a member of this wonderful community, visit the link the admin just dropped in the chat box, which is www.ayeorganization.com/membership. Yeah, so that you can get to enjoy a lot more benefits than you currently are. And right about now, permit me to read out some testimonials that came in during the course of the week. And yes, from the first message I have here is from Tanya from Ghana. It says, before the assembly, I was just managing a hustle. Now I'm building a business with vision. The clarity and confidence I've gained have changed everything. Leadership truly begins with a mindset. And the second message I have here is from Zanali from South Africa. It says, this platform made me realize I'm not alone. Yes, you're not alone. The lessons and words gave me the courage to launch my second venture. This assembly is more than a meeting. It's a place where great people are made. You are very correct. And please don't forget to share your testimonials. It is always amazing to hear from you. And you can send us a message via email at testimonials@aye.com, and we would ensure to share with the assembly. And now to the business of the day. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen in the room, with an AYE clap, let's make welcome the president of this wonderful, amazing organization, who is no other person than Dr. Sumi Smart Francis. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I am so excited about today. I feel so blessed to be in the room, as I'm going to be inviting our guest speaker for today. An amazing guy. I really respect him so much. And most importantly, I respect the fact that it's 12 a.m. in his country, and he stayed up to impact lives across the world. Ladies and gentlemen, even before we hear his voice, before we listen to his words, let us show some love for our amazing guest speaker for that sacrifice of leadership that he has exhibited today. That's right. Thank you so much, Brilliant, for that commitment and sacrifice that you've shown to us leadership. And of course, it has shown to us what you have already built, man. Brilliant Liu is the founder of House of Leaders. All of you know House of Leaders are amazing, huge platforms with millions of followers. And the amazing story about Brilliant, I'm sure he's going to talk to us about some of this, but what's fascinating about him was when he started his platform, and many naysayers and doubters would say, how would you build something that everybody in the world would follow, or who's going to follow? And guess what, ladies and gentlemen, his platform is one of the biggest in the world. This man has built a community through storytelling. He has built a community through his personal growth. He inspires entrepreneurs from all over the world. And with all due respect and with all excitement in my blood and bones, I introduce to you all Brilliant Liu, as he takes us on the topic, why every leader should invest in building a personal brand. He has built a brand and is the best person to take us on this session. Brilliant. The mic is yours. Thank you very much.
Hi, everyone. Thank you, Mr. President. Thank you, everyone, for being here today. So where should I start? My name is Brilliant Liu. I am the founder of House of Leaders. So let's start from years ago. So years ago, when I started House of Leaders, it wasn't meant to be what it is today. Matter of fact, I started House of Leaders with the intention to share and blog about my leadership journey. And it never crossed my mind that I'd be getting so many opportunities from here and there, and I'd be building my personal brand in the end. Now, the truth is, I never even heard the word personal brand back then. But as House of Leaders start to grow, and I began meeting new people, I began meeting authors, entrepreneurs, and people like in here, amazing African young entrepreneurs, and other creators too, who told me something that shifted my world. So they told me, Brilliant, you need to show up, not just behind House of Leaders, but as you yourself, as Brilliant Liu. At first, I brushed it off because honestly, I didn't feel qualified for it. English isn't my first language, and here I was running a global platform in English. Who was I to try and build a personal brand? Now, the truth is, behind that imposter syndrome, I knew something deeper, that leadership today isn't just about what you say, it's about who it's coming from. People don't just follow content, they follow people. And that brings me to why we are here today. Why every leader should build a personal brand. So, number one, it's credibility is the currency of influence. Now, the world is very, very noisy these days. Everyone's creating content, everyone's giving their opinion online. But one thing is for sure, authenticity and credibility. You can be smart, you can be talented, even successful, but if no one knows what you stand for, it's easy to be overlooked. A personal brand gives you credibility shape. It tells the world, here's what I believe, here's what I do, and here's what it matters. So think of it this way. Your personal brand isn't just your bio, it's your reputation. And the leaders who understand this, who take the time to articulate and amplify their voice, are the ones who stay top of mind when opportunities appear. Number two, opportunities find those who are visible. It's actually quite simple. If people don't know you exist, they can't choose to work with you. When you show up online consistently and intentionally, you make it easier for opportunities for other people to find you. Whether that's new client, speaking invites, media features, partnerships, or even talented people who want to work with you. I honestly can't count how many open doors in my life. Not because I was looking for them, but because someone saw a video I posted or read a caption I wrote I mean, let's be real. If I hadn't show up online, I probably wouldn't have been here talking to you guys. So everyone, please remember, you don't have to chase every single opportunity. You just have to become visible. Visible enough to be found. Number 3 is you get to multiply your impact. This is the part most people miss. So building a personal brand isn't just about you, it's about your message. It's if you care about a mission, if you lead a team, if you run a business, then you already have something valuable to offer. But without the personal brand, your ideas live in close circle. When you build a personal brand, you go from impacting dozens to thousands, sometimes even millions. That's the power of the scale. And scale begins with story. And then the last one, number 4, is people now buy from people, not logos. Think about this. How many times have you bought something not because it was the cheapest or not because it was most well known, but because you like the person behind it, you trust the person behind it, you believe in his or her mission? I know I have done this multiple times. Maybe you followed their journey on Instagram, you heard their story on a podcast, or maybe you just felt like this person gets me. We live in a world of automation, AI, and templated content. And I do agree that AI is great when it comes to helping us automate or create a system, but AI will never be able to replace humanness. Whether you are leading a company or launching a new project, your story is your strongest asset. It creates emotional connections, it builds trust, it makes people feel, I see myself in you. And at Brand and Purpose, the brand I'm building right now, our sister brand from House of Leaders that we just launched a few months ago, this is what we help leaders do. Not become someone else, but become the you as you online and attracting opportunities from that. Because the more you are you, the more your people can find you, the more your tribe can find you. So now the question becomes, how do you start? If you've never done this before, or maybe you've dabbled into building personal brand but feel, inconsistent, I want to leave you with these 3 powerful questions to help you get more clarity. Number 1, what problem do you help solve? Now, think about your work, your leadership, and your expertise. What is the transformation you create for people? That is the first question. The second one is, who do you solve that problem for? Don't try to serve everyone. Now get specific. Who are the people you feel called to? You're called to lead, called to teach, and called to support. And then number 3 is, how do you solve it in a way that's uniquely yours? What's your style, your method, your point of view, your personal brand that lives in the intersection of these? And then number 3 is, the more you lean into that intersection, the more aligned and magnetic and powerful your brand becomes. Now, I used to think building a personal brand was for the extroverted person, more eloquent, more qualified than me, because I'm introvert. But I've learned this, and I've learned it the hard way. It is not about perfection, it's about presence. So your story is already enough. Your voice already matters. And if you felt like it's time to show up more boldly, that feeling is your cue. So I think I'm gonna leave at that, and thank you for listening to me.
Wow, thank you so much, Brilliant. Please, oh my God. Please remain in the room. I'm going to take one or two questions. And, it's just so straight from the heart, man. I must commend how you speak. And this is so amazing. If you guys want to see Brilliant at the Global Entrepreneurship Festival, raise your hands. Definitely. I sure do. Oh, the GEF board chairman is raising up his hand. And oh my God, I need to like spotlight him for Brilliant. So Brilliant sees him. My screen is all scattered with emotions and I can't even be able to spotlight him anymore. But let me try. Yeah, that's the board chairman, Chairman Dan. And he raised his hand. So I'm so happy. That means you already got an automatic approval. Brilliant. Of course, we're going to be speaking to the board and you're going to be getting an official invite to the Global Entrepreneurship Festival. It's the biggest entrepreneurship event in the world. It's happening in Accra, Ghana, in Africa. But you get more information. Just the way you speak, the depth at which you spoke and the message that came out of you. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for this time. I'm going to allow questions in now, just about 2 people. And remember, it's very late where Brilliant is. So we have to make sure that we'll finish on time so that we do not take its time. But just credibility is the currency of influence. Ladies and gentlemen, do not forget that. If you forget anything, do not forget that. And opportunities will find those who are physical. And I like the word Brilliant said. He said physical enough to be found. Gosh, make sure you are there. If you have a question, raise your hand. I'm going to call you soon. But I'm still, surrounding myself with these words. Very short, punchline, but full of depth, full of depth. People will buy. Oh, people no longer buy logos. True, man. They buy people. That's so important. Who are you behind that brand? What's the story behind that brand? Very, very intelligent. And I remember when he was speaking about being authentic, being you, and he spoke about AI, Brilliant. I just thought about the fact that truly, in the world of AI, real people will be valued because everything is now vague. So the realer you are, the more opportunities or the more potential of being successful. So there's no better time to be real than in the world of AI, because when they see it, they're like, is this AI or is this real? So now reality will now be an expensive currency. Keep that, ladies and gentlemen. I am still just flowing with the words of Brilliant Lou. I see 2 hands are up. I'm going to take those questions shortly. But, the more you are you, the more people can find you, especially the people of your tribe. That's deep. That's very deep. And you spoke also about the fact that perfection, it's not about perfection, it's about presence. 12 a.m., now it's 12:22 a.m. Brilliant is awake, he's present just because he wants to impact lives. And that's how it is. Impacting lives spreads his tentacles, spread. Some of you never knew about Brilliant. We know about him. Many global people know about him. But you now know the opportunity, and then we're going to go speak about Liu and say, have you been listening to Mr. Liu? And that is what presence it's about. No matter the time, no matter the hour, are you committed to being present the day opportunities are present? Of course, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to shoot straight to the question, and I'm going to take first David Erico. You came in last, but I'm taking you first. Thank you so much, David Erico. Please shoot your question straight to the speaker. I've given you permission to unmute your mic.
First of all, it's fantastic to see you, Dr. Sumi, and all our great friends. Brilliant. Your name is perfect to what you do. You're brilliant. I had a chance to go directly to your website, and there's extraordinary amount of free resources to get people to sign up for a newsletter, to find out what your company does, and gives a map, which is crucial for me or anybody else. So I would like to be able to communicate with you, Dr. Sumi, and Dr. Sumi, your wife, with that wonderful company with AI. We need to get our projects up and running, but Brilliant. I can see why you have 2 million members, because it's simple, it's elegant, and it has a path which is crucial for people to follow. Thank you
Amazing.
very
Thank
much.
you. Woo! Thank you so much. The world legend, David Rico. Always a pleasure listening and hearing your voice. Yes, brilliant. Thank you so much for the simplicity. Follow Brilliance if you haven't on LinkedIn, on all social media platforms. We're going to be sending some of his materials and some of his links so that you guys can subscribe. We're going to send it to the entire database so that you guys can get to connect with our amazing speaker. And of course, drop a review on LinkedIn, drop a comment on his page to explain to the world how brilliant brilliance is. Chikodi, the mic is yours. I'll go straight to your question.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening, Mr. President. Good evening, Brilliant Liu. My question is, how do you build a brand that lasts? Then my second question too is that, is it advisable to use AI to build a brand? That's my question.
Brilliant question taken by Brilliant. The mic is yours.
Thank you. Thank you. First of all, to build the brand that lasts, you have to build a brand that is you, if that makes sense. But it's okay if you want to use AI to your advantage. Just don't depend on AI like on everything, because what I found lately is people are too dependent on AI that they stop growing themselves. So let's say, so I met a few people lately who says that if you don't know how to use AI, you are missing on something big. That is true, but if you only depend on AI and you don't grow yourself, then one day if AI take over your job and you don't have something that AI cannot do, then you are not needed anymore. So first of all, if you want to build a brand, you can use, of course, everyone use AI, also use AI, because AI is really practical. They can help us automate things, but don't depend on AI. I mean, you yourself have to grow too. It's okay to use AI to your advantage. And then, but if you want to build a personal brand that lasts, you got to be authentic. So, for example, if you post, before you start posting, before you start building the brand, you got to brainstorm, answer the 3 questions that I give just now. And then once you post, it's normal if you don't receive likes or views or comments. At first, there's a lot of strategy. For example, you can go to, let's say you talk about entrepreneurship. And so you go to 10 entrepreneurs, let's say entrepreneurs on Instagram that you like, that are your, like your style. And then you go to their page, you choose one of their posts, make time every day, 1 hour, go to their posts, you engage on their comments, you engage on their followers. Make sure you are visible there. That way you also attract people to your, let's say, Instagram. Make sure your Instagram have a good profile, and then have a good bio, have a few posts at least. I always tell people at least 9 posts is good to have, because people can see your Instagram. And then if people commented or like, say thanks to them, engage with them, introduce yourself, ask them why did they like your post, and how can you improve. I did that on early days of House of Leaders. So I started House of Leaders 2015. I started from my personal page. It was like 180 something followers with all my friends. But when I started posting about my leadership journey, some friends says I was cringy. It's cringe because who are you to teach people about leadership? But well, I don't care about that. I keep going. I engage with people. I also, for every single comment that was there in my comment section, I texted them, I replied to that, and then I texted them, I DM'd them, hey, thank you for engaging on my post. Why did you comment it? Did you like it? Is there anything you think I could do more for you in the future? Like, just introduce yourself and build that connection. I have so many people DM me that say that they've been following me for like a decade, and I got the chance to meet them when I travel, and that is amazing. So, and I have this. I want to leave this one thing with you when you want to start a personal brand. I always have this mindset that keeps me going. So, as long as there's one people who view my post, as long as there's one people who like or comment my post, I will keep going. I will not stop, because that is what I'm gonna do, and that what keeps me going. That what makes me jump out of the bed and keep creating this content to. At first, it is to inspire and motivate and to share my leadership journey, but now it changes. I just want to keep doing it because it just impact people's life, and it's not, for me, it's not always about money. The money part is important, but it's about the impact. I hope
Amazing.
that answered the questions.
Definitely. More than that, you give us extremely bonus on that question. And thank you for your response. I've got 3 more questions coming though. So you got, now 4. So Brina, we're going to do this together. For each questions, we're going to give them about 2 minutes of response for 1 minute of questions. So 1 to 2 is the series that we're going to be going right now. Rosemary, the mic is yours. We can see you're a virtual assistant. Let's see if the brand comes out from your voice. I can see it comes out from how you look. You're beautiful. You can unmute your mic.
Hey, good evening, everybody. Good evening, Mr. President.
Good
Okay,
evening.
yeah. I started being visible online after attending AYE assembly on a topic branding. One woman like that talked about it on branding. So since then, learning about branding has been one of my favorite topics. So what I want to ask is it more important to focus more on personal branding or on business branding?
Thank you, Rosemary. I love that question. So both is important, and it's different. It's different. It's the same. So business brand. So when you build a brand, I mean your business brand, the way that every big brands do, what Nike do, Apple do, like all those big brands, why they do branding? It's because they want to humanize their brands. Brand are that thing. They're a brand. Their shoe, their laptop, whatever it is. They are that. That's why they do branding, so they can humanize themselves. Why they want to humanize themselves is because humans are more relatable. We are relatable because we have stories. When I know there's been, you watch movies and then that movies make you cry because it has story. It's relatable. That's why we cry, because we are emotional creature. Now, business brands don't have that. They don't have the stories. The stories come from the founders. That's why brand do branding to be more human, so they can sell that emotion to people, so people buy their brands. In other side, you have to build your personal brand too. So people want to buy the thing you sell. Take an example like Elon Musk or Tim Cook. Their personal brand, their followers is bigger than Apple, than SpaceX, than Tesla's, because it is important. And as you yourself, the owner, if you have a big audience or personal brand, you can attract more opportunities to your brand and even start a new brand and even start a new partnership. So both have to go hand in hand. If you own a brand, you have to do the branding and you have to build your personal brand. If you are overwhelmed, try to limit the content. Start from, so this is a bonus. I recently had a call with Meta. So Meta, the people from Meta told me this, that it's better if you post like 2 or 1, but you post it on the same day. So let's say you want to post 2 posts per week. If you do it on Tuesday and Thursday, then the next week you do it again on Tuesday and Thursday on the same time. You post it on the same time. So that way you build this consistency, so your audience will know, oh, Rosemary posts at Tuesday 2 p.m. Then they build that. So when you post it, they engage with it. They know the time you post it. They know the time you shared it. So have that consistency built. And to answer your question, both is important. There's so many on how to build a brand, a business brand and personal brand. One of the people I like the most to learn from is Chris Do. You can check him out on internet, on YouTube. He shares a lot. I also do teach. If you want to see my content, feel free to. But yeah, that's my answers. Thank you for listening.
Thank you. Brilliant. Build, boots, and of course, there was something you said, and it took my mind to something. Then I'm going to say something. You know, he spoke about the big brands and how they were humanizing their brands. And if you all remember truly, in the early years, the big brands would get a human, a celebrity, a sports star to either wear the brand or endorse the brand so as to kind of like give that brand some form of emotions to it. I remember watching recently the documentary on Reebok and Shaquille O'Neal, you know, and I'm just, you know, I watch a lot of documentaries because I want to like see how businesses are doing it before, now, and after. And one of the things that really touched me was also how, you know, they try to get these basketballers, Nike will bid for them, Reebok will come, Puma will come, and everybody just keep bidding for these guys just to wear their footwear. And at the same time, when they're wearing their footwear, they're praying that the dunk those days, that they really win, because if you're wearing the latest Nike and they don't win, then it's something else. Now, listen to another amazing thing. When they are designing the footwear, the celebrity has a right. They'll give the celebrity the privilege to design it. So you kind of like say, this is how I want it. You can even name it because they are really infusing human to the product. Now, from what Brilliant said, what did I get? From what I remember, what I'm about to give. Listen, if brands build so much that they are so big and they have to still find an amazing human to endorse it. So why don't you do this? Why don't you build that big brand and also build that big human so that your human will endorse your brand? Oh, I wish you got this. So you won't have to pay $10 million to a Michael Jordan. You won't have to pay $5 million to any Michael Jackson. You won't have to pay Jack to Jill. And at the same time, you can wear that brand. Honestly, humanize your brand by becoming that human of the future. So we got that. Build both yourself and your brand. I'm still working with Brilliant Liu. He promised me to do 2 to 1. I think I'm going to make it 1 to 1 now because I definitely want us to take everybody. So 1 minute to 1 question. Nana 24 from Ghana. I suspect. If I'm right, let me know I'm right. I've given you the permission to make your mic, and I like your smile. Go ahead.
Good evening. Yes, I'm from Ghana.
Great.
Okay, so please, thank you for this opportunity. My question is, how would you differentiate between influence and impact when it comes to branding?
Hmm.
Did you get me?
Sure, we're thinking about it.
Thank you. So the difference is influence is when, let's say you build your personal brand and then you have audience. So what you say have the, how to say, have this heaviness that they trust because they're your audience. You build this trust. You build this bridge with them. So whatever you say, they will trust you to a certain point. So when, let's say, a brand, so you use a brand, let's say you use a product and then you share your views on this product, whether it's good or not. So you are influencing your audience, whether this product is useful or not. That is influence. And then when they use that product and they feel good about it, they feel like, oh, I'm getting benefits out of these products because this product is really good. That's impact. So giving a good impact into their lives. So for example, on House of Leaders, if I say something like, let's say I shared about, oh, I really love this page because this page has really helped me. You guys go follow them. So I'm influencing their decision to follow this. But if the page they follow actually give them something, give them a benefit, then I'm impacting their lives with good things. I hope that makes sense though.
Very good sense, brother. Very, very good sense. Yes, we're doing it nicely and we're doing it amazingly. If you're just joining us, it's the Entrepreneurs Assembly, where entrepreneurs from all over the world gather together to connect, learn, and collaborate. Now listen to the middle word, learn. And that's exactly what we're doing on this week's session. We've got Brilliant Liu, an amazing leader, founder of House of Leaders. Who else can we have in our year of impact than a man who founded the House of Leaders, an amazing platform with over 2 million followers, and he's doing great work. I see Jerusha, but Jerusha, you're putting your hands up at a very late time, and I'm happy that your screen is dark, so I can use that as an excuse not to call you. So while I am going to focus on those with light screen, admin, you should have left him. Oh my God. Okay, while I'm focusing on those with light screen, I'm going to call the man on suits with blue shirts and is currently smiling. His name is Benga. You can unmute your mic.
Yes, thank you so much, Mr. President. Yeah, thank you so much, Mr. President, and thank you so much, Brilliant Liu. I'm going to ask a question, but in two variants. I'm going to do that in 1 minute, actually. And my question is this. The speakers spoke so well about authenticity. And I want to ask, as an authentic leader, if you are asked to choose between maintaining team trust and organizational culture, which one will you choose? That's my first variant. The second variant is this. Is there a way, if you are not really choosing, is there a way you can have a healthy blend as an authentic leader between maintaining team trust and also building organizational culture? Over to you. Thank you.
I love that. I love that question. Thank you for asking that. So I will leave you this with this something that I learned from a man called Keith Ferrazzi. So the way me and my team at House of Leaders, the way we work together. I hope that's the word. So I believe in when I grow my people, my business will grow too. Because when I grow my people will help my business grow too. And I always want my people, my team, to have ownership over the thing we are building together. So I never call them my employer, always call them my team because they are important to me. Now, the culture in my company in House of Leaders goes hand in hand with trust because this is something I learned from Keith Ferrazzi. It's called co-elevation. I've been promoting this because it's really powerful. So co-elevation had this work ethos. So the work ethos is going higher together. So in our company, we all go higher together. So let's say there is person A and person B. They're in the same, let's say they're video editor. So they're not competing. They're working on the same stuff. But let's say A stuff is already done. B is like, he had a lot of things to work on and the deadline is almost closing. And then A will simply goes to B. Hey, is there anything I can help you with? Because I saw like you were so stressed and you are, they have a lot of things. I can help you with some if you want. And A will do that without asking anything in return because we want to go higher together. It's not about the rewards or exchange in value. Because let me put it this way. So what I learned from Keith Prasi is co-elevation, is the next level of collaboration, because collaboration, let's say I was collaborating with you, Benga, because of collaboration is we exchange value, that the value has to be like in similar value. So if I give you 100, then you have to give me around that too. But co-elevation is you ask help from me, then I will give it for you without asking anything in return. So, and that cycle goes around and around because we want to go higher together. We will support each other without asking anything in return. And House of Leaders is based on that. So can I actually share a story? Because it's gonna be more than extra.
More than 1 minute. Okay, additional minute. Okay. Go ahead.
Thank you. So I want to share a story. I hope this will change your mindset. I don't want to influence you. Please do your own thinking of this. So there was a time when House of Leaders, the word is shadow ban. You can research it yourself. I'm not going to explain it because it's more than 1 minute. But long story short, we got a really low views and engagement. The shadow ban did that to House of Leaders. So our revenue goes down like almost 90%, and we cannot do anything. We cannot take clients. So there's one friend of ours on Instagram. They reach out to us. They say, "Hey, Brilliant, I know you are in this place right now. We're struggling, but don't worry. Let me take your client. We will do the work for you. You take the money because you need it. Don't worry about the client. We will take care for you." And until now, I still ask him that, "Is there anything I can do for you?" "It's okay. Let it go. I do it for you because I want to do it for you." This person, we've been co-elevating for years. Like, for example, if I need any help from him, he will just do it for me without asking anything in return. And the same way is when he asks me for help, then I will do it without asking anything in return. And it's so amazing when I actually needed help, he just came to me and offered to help without asking anything in return. And this happens not just with him. This happens with all the people we work with at House of Leaders. So that's why we have so amazing connection until now. We keep a good connection. We keep in touch, and we have an amazing relationship. So I always base my company on that, co-elevation. Every time I hire new people, I will always say that. So we are not competing here. We are growing together. We are going higher together. So if House of Leaders succeed, you also succeed. I'll leave it at that. Thank you.
Amazing. Wow. You know, I just got a different quote. I'm a quote person. I write a lot of quotes averagely in a week. There's just so much. And I don't get to publish everything. And I have a quote about that says, opportunities are quite similar to my quotes. All that you read today are those that I wrote immediately. So a lot of them got lost in the cloud that I never wrote. But I wrote this one down and I got it from you. That co-elevation is the updated version of collaboration. Honestly, that's the new thing. And that's what everybody should be doing now. Thank you, Brilliant. I thank you. Because personally now, with my partners, with companies, I'm not collaborating right now. I want to co-elevate. What do you need? Let's help you do it. And, you know, because collaboration is always like trade for barter. We don't behind collaborating. What do you need? And let's help you do it. That is brilliant from Brilliant. And of course, the amazing response that you gave to Benga Adebambo. What a very, very, very direct question and answer, rather. And I love the way you simplified it. So I'm just going to help you put some words to it, Benga. I'll just give you like a one-liner, simple one-liner that you can write on. Build the culture, and the culture will build the team. It never needs to fight each other. That's just the fact. Now, the only part that you might fight with is in the beginning of building the culture. Yes, because when you're building a culture at your early stage, you would need to fight and enforce before many people will now understand that this is the culture. But after many years, that culture that you built, that you enforce, that you fought, is what will be building the team. So you will not even be involved anymore. The culture will be doing the trick. And that culture is what Brilliant Leo has given to us today. Co-elevation is one thing every one of us should go infuse in our business cultures, team cultures, and of course, corporate cultures. Yes, I've got Chairman Dan, but I now saw that Jerusha, I just like her name, Jerusha. Don't you just feel that vibe, Jerusha? And you can't just be Jerusha and not be called or recognized. She has learned what Brilliant has said. They took her down, she came back up. They took her down, she came back up. She was visible. She was present. And those are the words of Brilliant. Right now, Jerusha, in 30 seconds, you're going to go straight to your question. And hopefully, Brilliant will be able to answer that question as quick as possible. I have muted your mic.
All right. Thank you, Mr. President. And thank you, our speaker. Yeah, please. I like everything that you said. And I want to ask a question. How can one strategically build a brand? And can your influence be opposite to your vision? Because here in Ghana, we have a lot of people with vision. But the influence aspect is like, will they have to be trained in that, or the influence is a gift? Because we have a lot of dreamers in this country, but building it up is the problem. So how can one strategically build a brand? And also the influence aspect, is it trained upon or is a gift?
Thank you for the question. I think influence is something you build over the time. That's why if you want to be, let's say, the president of your country, you got to do campaign, you got to build the trust with people so you have influence. That's why the people who have big audience, big followers who share their opinions, they're called influencer on whether Instagram or YouTube or social media. But I don't quite get the strategic part because it's kind of I kind of lost you the voice.
I think she missed out on the beginning aspect. So I will advise you to get the audio. It's going to be on the website after tomorrow, and it's live on YouTube currently. So I think you should rewatch the beginning of the speech. I think she came in late. That you already have addressed. She was asking how to strategically build a brand, and that was what we learned here today. So thank you very much. I'm going to take Chairman Dan as the last person, but I hope you got what Brilliant said there, that influence is going to be built over time. It's not a gift. You have to work towards it. And even if it's a gift, you have to sharpen up that gift to be able to influence others. Before I call Chairman Dan, let me remind you of how influential Brilliant Leo is. English is not his first language, and he's such an amazing speaker in English. See how much he trained himself and built himself to become this. So, ladies and gentlemen, I do not know what you have to build. I do not know what you have to do, but Brilliant is a role model. Brilliant is a case study. Brilliant is an example for you. So when somebody is saying to you, oh, I can't speak, I have stage fright, how about somebody who had to even learn English from A, B, C? And look at him today. Thank you very much, Chairman Dan. Of course, you're going to be the last person. And with due respect and with great privilege, I have unmuted your mic.
Thank you, Mr. President. I was happy to not have my question heard, given I know you have a deadline. The question may partially have been answered, Brilliant, and I hugely respect you, as does everyone here, and what Dr. Sumi said I agree with 100%. When people come to me for coaching, they're often in a position where they have a number of entities that they're managing and other side projects that are important to them. What do you recommend they do regarding branding in situations like that, where they often are afraid that too many messages will confuse?
Wow. I think there was a glitch there in the network. Chairman Dan, can you try your last sentence again for Brilliant Leo?
I just said, please, can you answer that question from your perspective?
Okay, the one before the please. Okay, did you get the question, Brilliant?
let me try to answer it. So I think Chairman Dan is asking that what is my advice to the people who are kind of afraid to start, who have, let's say, not experience yet to start. Is that the question? No? Okay. I think
No, the
you should.
question is for people who are experienced, who have maybe 2 or 3 businesses going on and other side projects, that they're much older than young entrepreneurs. And their question is, I've never used social media. How do I build a brand when I have so many different messages that may not synchronize with one another?
I see. So, okay, so this is why I built Brand and Purpose, because I have friends who are older, who are not young entrepreneurs, who have many businesses, and then they don't know how to synchronize their message into one, and then they start to build their personal brand. So there's a lot of steps to that. But if Chairman Dan's coachee cannot find that, the thing they can do is to look for some kind of agencies, who focus on personal brand that can help them synchronize everything. But usually what we do on Brand and Purpose is we ask like so many questions that can help us clarify and have the clarity enough to help these individuals build their personal brand. And then from there, we will help them build like, sort everything out and then start building the personal brand. Now, the personal brand, though, it's not like a one thing and then you get to figure out everything. So it's a lot of experiment. So let's say you post this and then it don't work, and then you start this and then it don't work, and then we keep experimenting. Now, the thing about having an agency running this for you is so that you have like a personal assistant, like a virtual assistant that can actually figure things out for you and then give you the reports, and then, okay, I like this, I don't like this, I think we can go with this, and then they will execute it for you. If you don't think you need agencies yet, then you can do it yourself, but you might have to learn a lot of things about personal branding. That's why agencies like that exist, because they learn it, they do the research for you, and then they run it and execute it for you. So my advice to the people who have so many brands, but they are having a hard time having a synchronicity on how to build their personal brand is, just choose one. Let's say choose a brand, choose like the main business this person want to represent, and then start from there. Learn how to have a profile picture, a good profile picture, a good bio, and start from there. Start to share value, because there's offer everywhere you go. So there's not so much value, but well, let me leave it with this. So the thing that they can do is to start creating these 3 types of content. So the first one is the content to grow. The second one is content to brand. And the third one is content to sell. The first one, content to grow, is something that attract audience, something that can go viral easily. Can be polling, can be something that is funny, can be something that is interesting, something that attracts followers, new followers that can go viral easily. The second one is content to brand. The content to brand is something you can, a content that you create to introduce your value, your something you can offer to them. So people get to know you, your brand. The third one is content to sell. Then you start offering things. Usually I will, when you start, content to grow have to be the biggest ratio, and then followed by content to brand, and then content to sell. As you grow, you can, play with the ratio. You can start from there, experimenting. Social media and personal brand and branding is all about experimenting. Who figure it out first can use the most advantage to it. Stay tuned to the trends, stay tuned to what is happening in the world, then you can grow from there. Well, usually people use agencies for that. I hope that answers.
More than an answer, gave us a lot. Content to grow, content to brand, content to sell. And this is content that is worth paying for. Guess what? We all got it for free. Thank you so much, Brilliant Liu. As we begin to round up, I'm going to ask my final question and we're going to say bye. So we're going to be out of here in 10 minutes. So please, if you're just joining us, stay tuned. Make sure you stay to the very end. It's a sign of commitment. It's a sign of professionalism. Your ability to finish whatever you start. It's discipline. Now, before we go there, I just want to add on what Chairman Dan said. Chairman Dan, my oldest mentee should be around 67 or 68. And he asked me, I think last year, he said, how social media, I don't even know what to do. What do I even post? How will I, things that we know then and things that we used to do doesn't work. So things have changed. We use cassette, we use radios, we use telephones, coin box. He gave all those things. And he was saying, oh, things that doesn't work anymore. So what will I even go on social media to do? And I said, sir, if I be your mentor, I spoke like a prophet, go on live and start a session called What I Did Wrong. And many young entrepreneurs would jump on that live session. Guys, he has tried it and it worked like magic. His experience is what is selling now online. The fact that you're a 67-year-old, 77-year-old, 97, 107, just tell us what you did wrong when I was 21. How I wish I was 30 again. What 40 feels like. How is 50? Is 40 truly a fool? Find topics like that, and you will see young people trooping because there's no better person to listen than a person that actually passed through that age. So there's always content that you can use. And of course, like Brilliant said, get an agency, get a PA, or just do it yourself and enjoy it in your retirement. Thank you so much, Brilliant Liu. With such an amazing session, I'm going to give my question, and it's 3 in 1. Ladies and gentlemen, take note of this before I ask this question and before we say bye to Brilliant. It's 1 a.m. where he is. He is awake, he is tired, he's committed, he's trying not to yawn, but he's tired. And I could say this. And, you know, we just love and appreciate you. But then I will not let you go unless I get my fair share as well. The first thing I'm going to tell you, of course, I'm going to connect with you on WhatsApp. My personal assistant is going to send you some messages on Instagram right now so that we can send my direct line to you and we can send you more information about the GEF. But guess what? I'm going to be coming for co-elevation. There's something I'm going to ask you privately, and it's co-elevation, that particular one, because I know you have that information. I know you have it. It's similar to what you spoke about earlier today, challenge that you faced. Now, my question is FRA. F-R-A. F is for feedback. R is recommendation. A is closing advice. So how do I ask it? It is 3 in 1, and you answer in the same sequence the question was asked. What is your feedback about this platform? What do you think about entrepreneurs coming from all over the world, online, on Zoom, and what we're doing here and this community? 2, what's your recommendation? Do you have a app you like, an AI tool, a software, a movie, a documentary, or a book that you read that you want to just recommend? And of course, in 30 seconds, you had your closing advice. Once again, feedback, recommendation, and advice. The mic is yours.
Okay, this is so sudden. So my feedback to everyone here as an introvert is to be able to use, like, you are in this amazing community of people. I can feel the energy from Dr. Sami. It's so amazing. So make the most out of it. You like, it's hard for me to, like, you know, just go to people and, hey, my name is Bruno. It's really hard for me. But every time I was in like a community or in an event, I always push myself to do so, because we need others. We cannot live alone. So if we can get a chance to know each other, introduce yourself, get the most out of an advantage, like especially when you are in an amazing community. Recommendation. I don't know if this might be a recommendation or an advice, but I'm an avid learner. I love to learn new things. I love to listen to other people teach something. So because my first mentor always says, you can't don't want to work until you're old, but you must learn until you're old, even until you die, because never stop learning. So my recommendation, I think that's the advice one, but my recommendation is I think you start reading books or listening to podcasts. Well, I mean, just change whatever you feed yourself, your brain, just change it to something good. Like for books, something that changed me is I think 2 books that leaves me a really good impression. The first one is Think and Grow Rich. The second one is Think Like a Monk by Jay Shetty. The first one is Napoleon Hill. And then the third one is Limitless by Jim Quick. That is all on the mindset part, because I find it mindset is the first thing that is the most important. And then the advice is, never stop learning, even though you're old, because, why stop learning? Because there's so much information we can consume in this world, and it's amazing.
Amazing.
Thank you. Thank you
so much, man. Honestly speaking, we are so grateful. And just to show you how grateful we are to you, Brilliant Monk, just look on your screen. And I want to show you something. Just look at it and see how entrepreneurs from all over the world is giving you so much love from everywhere in the world, every continent across the world, from Africa, from Asia, from the US, just sharing with love. You just drop those emojis, just go on your screen and drop this love, keep pressing it, even while it's dropping, repeat it, let it stay on your screen, keep playing, just dropping it, because silver or gold have we not, but what we have, we give unto you, which is so much love from all across the world. Thank you so much, Brilliant. Ladies and gentlemen, entrepreneurs from all over the world, follow Brilliant, connect with him, drop a review at the LinkedIn profile. Tell the world how much he has blown you away, Ugonachi, like he said in the chat session. Drop it on Facebook, drop it on Instagram, reshare his work, repost his work, and of course, subscribe to all his channels. Once again, thank you for joining Entrepreneurs Assembly. At this time, we're going to be rounding up. There's going to be music that will play for 2 minutes. Guess what that 2 minutes for? That 2 minutes is for you to go in the chat session and drop what you do with your social media handle. No phone numbers, just social media. You can then exchange phone numbers when you're committed or when you're connected or when you then now trust the person, then you can exchange number. But for now, drop what you do. Do not go, because somebody might be looking for what you have. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for music. It's time for chats. It's time for spotlight. And of course, it's time to drop what you do. I'm going to exit out of this place, but I'll do that the usual way that we do it. That's by putting our hands together and we chant our closing mantra, which is an excerpt from our creed. A closing creed from my closing mantra. Which one did that? Anyway, I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. I like that smile from Olivia. Let's see who else got a better smile. Emmanuel, I cannot believe a man has a better smile than a woman. Oh, David is also smiling. Are we ready? As I'm going to chant, of course, it's a call and response. For those of you who are joining us for the first time, if I say, if you can achieve this much alone, the response would be, how much more can we achieve together? You know what? By co-elevating. That's right. Africa's young entrepreneurs from all over the world, entrepreneurs from other continents from all over the world, the Entrepreneurs Assembly. If you can achieve this much alone,
how much more can we achieve together?
Of course, I'll see you guys next week, and of course at the Global Entrepreneurship Festival, the biggest entrepreneurship event in the world. Drop your chat. I see that lady. I see you selling Swallow Mixer and a graphic designer. I see you running an NGO empowering women.
Come together to
connect with Google. Who else is doing something? Drop it in the chat session. On next week, I'm interested, Victoria. I'm interested. Let's see, connect satin clothes and perfumes. Nana, I need perfumes. Drop in the chat. Have you got good prices? Let's do some business. I think Joker is talking about something there right now. Let's check it. Mocktail is in the room. Somebody say Mocktail. Connect to her. And I see Gibbs. Gibbs is an event planner. He's a chef. Oh my God. Connect with her. There's a fashion designer in the room. Real Blessed Clothing. Connect to Real. I see another perfume person here. And this is from Witty. Connect with Witty. She's into perfumes. Drop it. Somebody that you're looking for might be in the room. Yes. Follow Global Entrepreneurship Festival. Of course, if you haven't gotten your ticket, make sure you do that. Sharon Son. Oh, she's investing? Let's hear now. In properties. Okay. And you can get a good return on your investment. She's got the contact details if you want to buy properties. connect with Sharon Son. I see Dr. Andy is into selling beauty cosmetics. Yes. Drop his social media handle so that we can connect with you. We've got education here. Oh, not education. Actually, a travel and tour. Oh, some of you are going to be flying together for the Global Entrepreneurship Festival. Let's speak to this travel agency. Let's hear what he can give us as a discount. Then we'll bring it back to you guys. I've got Nigeria real estate here, and that's all he says about himself. Are you Nigeria or are you trying to sell Nigeria? Okay, ladies and gentlemen, somebody wants to connect with me. I'd love to connect with you as well. She dropped her email address. Let's see what's going to happen. Oh, and there's a message for founders here. If you are a founder, you're looking for funding, training, and mentorship, apply for the Entrepreneurship Investment Program. DJ, bring down this music a bit. You want to kill me? Commentary is so freaking hot. It's making my voice higher than everything. Bring it down a little bit, just a little bit. I got Mary Taiwo. She sells apparel. She drops the social media platform. She's here. Tiffany Beck. She's in the room. She sells cakes. I love cakes. Do you love cakes? Connect with these amazing entrepreneurs. It's in the chat section. Of course, you know what I do. You don't know what I do? Do I need to reintroduce myself? I am the prophet of entrepreneurs and the prophet of entrepreneurship. I believe in you all, and I'm your biggest fan to you becoming successful. I'll see you next time. I love you so much. Now it's time to smile because the spotlight is moving around. Wow, what an amazing music. Bring it up, DJ, light it up.
Mandei mensagem, eu te amo, respondeu, que pena mesmo que você não está aqui do meu lado. Pena mesmo que você não sobe na garupa do meu cavalo. Eu lembro quando a gente se conheceu, não tinha casa, fazenda nem dinheiro. Pedi pra seu pai pra casar com você, ele falou que só aceitava vaqueiro. Vem, amor, vem pro seu vaqueiro, que é pra gente fazer logo o dia inteiro. Amor, vem pro seu vaqueiro, que é pra gente fazer. Vem, amor, vem pro seu vaqueiro, que é pra gente fazer logo o dia inteiro. Amor, vem pro seu vaqueiro, que é pra gente fazer. Lá, 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 lá. A G7 Produções e Crau Produções, e se vai se lacrar. Ei, vaqueirinho, amanheceu, e eu sozinho aqui no bar, saudade da morena. Coração doeu, mandei mensagem, eu te amo, respondeu, que pena mesmo que você não está aqui do meu lado. Que pena mesmo que você não sobe na garupa do meu cavalo. Lembro quando a gente se conheceu, não tinha casa, fazenda nem dinheiro. Pedi pra seu pai pra casar com você, ele falou que só aceitava vaqueiro. Vem, amor, vem pro seu vaqueiro, que é pra gente fazer logo o dia inteiro. Amor, vem pro seu vaqueiro, que é pra gente fazer. Vem, amor, vem pro seu vaqueiro, que é pra gente fazer logo o dia inteiro. Amor, e vem pro seu vaqueiro, que é pra gente fazer. Lá, 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 lá,
You're rocking with the best. This is Africa's Young Entrepreneurs, where African entrepreneurs at home and in the diaspora come together to connect, collaborate, and build strategic partnerships. Join us now